Hi, this is Debbie of Debbie Collins Permanent Cosmetics. Today's video is step 3 of our brow shaping tutorials. Today we're going to be looking at brow mapping using a couple of tools, one being our China marker, which as you can see here has got a nice crisp tip to it, which is very important because we're going to be looking to create a clean template for you to remove your hair around. We're also going to be using some thread to help us with that. So hopefully you've got all your bits and pieces ready. What you will notice from this, and quite ironically, is that my brows are very unbalanced. I'm due to do some removal of them whilst we're in this lockdown period so that I can have a fresh set completed. So hopefully my plan is that I will record that and you can see what a removal process is like as well. But anyway, today we are doing mapping. This technique is used in cosmetic tattooing and the application of henna brows in terms of using a standard set of guidelines to give us a footprint, as it will, or an outline to the area where we'd like our brows to be. But for today's purposes, we're going to be using it for the opposite, to show where we would like to remove the hair from outside of those boundaries. So what we will do first of all, and this is where I'm obviously gonna have to kind of look at myself, is you see these creases at the corner of our nostrils. This is always a really kind of good guide to start as to where your brows should start and finish. Everything is adjustable to personal taste. So what I would just recommend that you do is just go up either side of your nostrils. Just make that soft line into the skin. So that kind of gives us the starting point for our bulb. We'll then look at our arch, and then we will look at the tail of the brow. So with your pencil coming from your cupid's bow through your pupil, you'll probably be able to define roughly where your natural arch is. Just pop a little, you can see there, tiny little line. Sometimes people will do one brow and then the other, but broadly speaking, they should be in the same place. And then again, from the cupid's bow to the outside of the nostril, the corner of the eye should indicate the end of your brow, like so. Right, so lovely. Next you'll need some of your thread. So you don't need a huge amount, probably, I don't know, but from half an arm's worth. That's a proper measurement, obviously. And then all you're going to do is run your thread, pop it like so, hold it against your pencil, and you're just going to run it down a few times like that to cover your cotton with something that's going to leave a mark on your skin. So, and what we're going to do is, this is to establish the base of your bulb, of your brow, and the height of the top of the brow. So bottom, top, okay. And then from the top of your arch to the top of your arch, give you a nice line here. So one of the problems with my brows is actually that my tails come down further than the lower part of the bulb of my brow, and that's not ideal. So that's something I'll be looking at. So taking your thread again, you're now going to work across diagonally from the bottom to the opposite side and over to your arch, and the same again on the other side. And all things being equal, you should run through these points here. So you can also use this for the underneath of your arch if you want to. So just coming up, you could come across like so, And again for the other side. Probably not something that I would personally do, but if you've got a lot of hair or you're just struggling to get some shape in, and then you can mark like so and like so, and this will give you an angular result, but nonetheless it will give you a template to work to. So there you go, new brows. I'm only joking. So that's essentially how you brow map and to get your template in. So next we will be looking to, I should probably save this really for the actual hair removal step, which is step 4 coming next. So, but if you see, if I brush my brows upwards, that they actually fall outside of those lines, so that's something that we'll be looking at in the next video. And the same, I literally can't see for the bright lights in here. And the same on this side. They were trimmed not too long ago, so they're quite nice, not too bad. Okay, but there we go, a very beautiful brow map. I would suggest perhaps that once you're happy with your template and you know where your lines are properly, just remove the extras so that you're not too confused about where it is you're going to be removing the hair from. And essentially everything that's outside of your template is safe for you to remove the hair from. So there we go. Step 3, brow mapping. It's not too difficult. You might need a couple of goes at it, but it's good to keep you going in the meantime. It's not supposed to be easy really to do to yourself, I wouldn't say. But it will give you an idea if you've got symmetry in your brows or if they're quite asymmetric in terms of balance and where they start and finish. Obviously there's the classic saying that they should be sisters and not twins, so people's facial structure and their muscles will mean that the brows sit slightly differently. So if you're obviously at home just going to be shaping your brows, it's not too much of an issue. Very conscious I'm sat here with this on my skin. So I think I better get on with filming step 4. Thanks for watching.